The continuous miner is always on the job. This machine constantly bores into deposits of coal, salt, or potash to break them into little pieces. Its invention in America in the 1940s was an earth-shattering development. The continuous miner is a force to be reckoned with underground. A spinning drum spiked with tungsten carbide teeth. It tears into the rock face and spits the pieces out onto a conveyor. The continuous miner can remove 24 tons of minerals per minute. That's more than a human miner can dig in an entire day. The work is hard on the equipment, and so eventually, the continuous miner undergoes a complete rebuild. It starts with an extensive cleaning. After a steam wash, a worker aims a torch at the bolts of the drum. The heat causes the bolts to expand and move away from the hole. This makes it easier to pull them out using a pneumatic impact wrench. Once all the bolts have been removed, the drum can be pried from the shaft. Once free, a crane lifts the heavy drum, and workers guide it to the next station. Here, a worker in protective gear blasts the drum with tiny steel shot. This removes any remaining dirt and grime. Some parts, like these centrifugal loading arms, are beyond repair, so they build new ones. Connected to a hub, these arms will move mined material onto the machine's conveyor. A worker reinforces each one with a wear plate. He then heats the wear plate and loading arm before welding them together. Preheating reduces the possibility of the weld cracking. They lower the loading arm assembly into the machine framework. Then a computerized cutter carves a sheet of steel to make new access panels for the continuous miner. The slicing force comes from a pressurized mixture of water and garnet granules. No blade is necessary. The operator of the machine hoses off the filings. He retrieves the cut part with a magnet. Over to the conveyor part of the continuous miner now. They had built up the hole for the pivot pin because it had stretched from wear. A tool mills the built-up hole to return it to the correct diameter. The team then focuses on the main frames of the continuous miner. They weld the cracks and grind them smooth. Now, beginning with the conveyor tail, a worker spray paints the continuous miner one piece at a time. Another member of the team inserts new plugs into an electrical control box. He bolts the panel holding electrical controls to the machine casing. He then installs heavy doors that swing open so the electrical can be easily accessed. There are a total of 25 covers and doors on the continuous miner. Some protect hydraulic hoses, others encase the wiring or gearboxes. They can all be removed if maintenance needs to be performed. It's taken several months for this massive overhaul, and they're ready to put this rebuilt continuous miner to the test. Using the machine's remote control, a technician checks the function of every component. With his approval, the continuous miner goes back underground to pick up where it left off.